大家好 Hello everybody, my name is Wei Wei and welcome to my channel. Today we're learning 3 tongue twisters in Mandarin Chinese. Tongue twisters are a fun way to practice your pronunciation and learn a few new words. The word for tongue twister in Chinese is 绕口令. 绕口令. So 绕 means to circle around. 绕. 口 is a classical way of saying mouth. Nowadays, we usually say 嘴巴, 口. 令 means command or order. So a command that you have to wrap around your mouth is a tongue twister. 绕口令. 我喜欢绕口令. I like tongue twisters. 你喜欢绕口令吗? Do you like tongue twisters? So today we're going over 3 pretty easy ones. One about grape skin, and another one about fertilizer, and the last one is about drawing phoenixes. So let's get started. So the grape skin one starts like this. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿。不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。I'm going to say it again. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿。不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。Now, before we practice saying it, I'm going to break down each line to go over what each word means. So the first line, 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿。吃 means to eat. 吃, it's like saying the word chirp, C-H-I-R-P, but without R-P. 吃葡萄. 葡萄 means grape. Notice how tao doesn't have an accent on top? That means it's the 5th tone, which is also known as the neutral tone, which means we don't put any emphasis on it, and it's also softer. 葡萄. 不吐. 不吐. It means to not spit out. So 不 is how you negate most verbs and adjectives in Chinese. 不. 吐. If you say it like this, 吐 in the 3rd tone, that means to spit out. 吐. So notice how there's a dip in the middle, 吐. But if you say it like 吐, the 4th tone, the angry tone, 吐, that means to vomit. So the same character can have 2 pronunciations that are very similar, but there's a nuance. So here we're using the spit out meaning. So it's 吐. 不吐 means to not spit out. 葡萄皮儿 means grape skin. So we went over 葡萄. 葡萄 is grape. 皮儿 is skin. So 皮儿 technically has 2 characters, as you can see. So it's P and R. And in northern China, people like to put R's after a lot of nouns, and the R often merges into the preceding syllable. As in this case, it becomes 皮儿. 皮儿 means skin. In other places in China, you don't have to put an R at the end. So you could also say pi without the R at the end. And that would also mean skin. So 葡萄皮儿 or 葡萄皮 would both mean grape skin. So the whole thing is 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿. Literally, eat grapes, not spit out grape skin. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿. Now let's look at the following line. 不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。不吃, we've seen 不 already. 不 means to negate. 吃 means to eat, so not to eat. 葡萄 again means grape. 倒吐, we know 吐 already. 吐 means to spit out. 倒 could mean to reverse, and here means on the contrary. 倒吐. And then again, 葡萄皮儿 or 葡萄皮. The whole thing is 不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿. Literally, not eat grapes, on the contrary, spit out grape skin. The meaning is a little weird, but it's fun to say, so who cares? Now let's practice saying the whole thing together. Repeat after me. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿。不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。Now we're going to say the whole thing together. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿。 不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。Now it's your turn. 很好 very good. Now let's try saying it fast. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。It's okay if you need a little more practice. The next tongue twister is just one line. 化肥会挥发，化肥会挥发。It literally means fertilizer will evaporate. 化肥 means fertilizer. 化肥。会 has multiple meanings. It can be used to indicate future tense, which is the case here. Fertilizer will evaporate. And it could also mean be able to. For example, 我会说中文. That means I'm able to speak Chinese. 我 for I. 会 here means be able to. 说 means to speak. 中文 Chinese. And then the last part, 挥发. 挥发 means to evaporate, to volatilize. So you probably noticed in this tongue twister, the consonants are H or F. So we're practicing saying H and F. It could be hard when you have to say it fast and multiple times, and sometimes you just get tongue-tied. And notice how 会 as in future tense or to be able to, and 会 as in 挥发 evaporate, they sound very similar except for the tone. 会, future tense one, is fourth tone. So it goes 会. So it's a little angry. 会. And then the evaporate 会, that's first tone. So it's higher pitched and it's a little more sing-songy. 会. 化肥会挥发. Now it's your turn. Very good, 很好. Let's say it again. 化肥会挥发. Now let's say it faster. 化肥会挥发. And try saying it multiple times. See how you do. Now before we go to our next tongue twister, I hope you like these tongue twisters. And let me know in the comments and I'll keep them coming. And if you're new here, please subscribe and check out the description box for more ways to support my channel. 谢谢你. Thank you so much. So the next one is a little bit long and it has a title. 画凤凰. 画凤凰. And that means to draw phoenixes. So let's just look at the whole thing together before we break each line down. The first line goes, 粉红墙上画凤凰. 凤凰画在粉红墙. 红凤凰，粉凤凰，红粉凤凰，花凤凰. So you might have noticed that this one also has a lot of F and H sounds, so we're practicing these consonants as well. So the first line, 粉红墙上画凤凰. 粉红墙, that means a pink wall. 粉红 means pink. 粉 by itself means powder. 红 means the color red. So powdered red is pink. 粉红. 你喜欢粉红色吗? Do you like the color pink? 色 means color. So 喜欢 means like. 墙 means wall. So 粉红墙 is a pink wall. 上 has many different meanings, and when you use it to mean directions, it could be up, above, or on top of. Here it means on top of or on. Unlike in English, where you say on the wall, in Chinese, you put it after the noun. So you say the word for wall first, and then 上. So 墙上 means on the wall. 粉红墙上 on the pink wall. You can use it for other things too. For example, on the table, 桌子上. 桌子 means table. 画 means to draw or to paint. 画. So this 画 is used as a verb. You can also use it as a noun to mean paintings or drawings. In fact, we often use the two 画s together as a complete way to say to draw. So 画 means to draw. So you would often say something like 我喜欢画画. Instead of just saying, I like to draw, you're technically saying, I like to draw drawings. But that's how we say it. But if you use 画 separately as a verb, you can put a noun after it to mean to draw something. So in this case, we're drawing phoenixes. 凤凰, 凤凰. So the U in the middle is kind of like a W sound. 黄黄. So 凤凰. The whole thing is 粉红墙上画凤凰. Literally, on the pink wall, draw phoenixes. That's actually a very typical word order in Chinese, where you put the place before the verb, because places are considered as adverbial phrases, and adverbial phrases tend to go before verbs in Chinese. Let's take a look at the next line. 凤凰画在粉红墙. So it pretty much means the same thing as the first line. 凤凰, again, means phoenix. 画, to draw or to paint. 在 means at. We usually put 在 before a place to mean at a place. For example, 在上海, in Shanghai. 在美国, in America. 在家, at home. Here we are at a pink wall. 粉红墙. So the whole thing goes 凤凰画在粉红墙. So literally, phoenixes draw at pink wall. So technically, there's no passive voice in here. It's not saying are drawn, but I'm just translating it as phoenixes are drawn on the pink wall to make it flow better. The next line is 红凤凰, 粉凤凰. 红 means red, as we went over 粉红. 粉红 means pink. A red phoenix. 红凤凰. 粉凤凰 is a pink phoenix or pink phoenixes. Since in Chinese, we don't really have to indicate if something is plural. 粉 could mean pink by itself. Also, you could say 粉红. And then we have 红粉凤凰, red pink phoenix. So again, we're just practicing the H and F, so there's a lot of them. 花凤凰. 花 by itself means flowers. 我很喜欢花. I really like flowers. But you can also use 花 sometimes as an adjective to describe a flowery something. So here it's a flowery phoenix. 花凤凰. So let's read the last two lines together. 红凤凰, 粉凤凰, 红粉凤凰, 花凤凰. So the 粉 and 凤 in 凤凰, they're very similar. F-E-N versus F-E-N-G. So the only difference is that F-E-N-G has a nasal sound at the end. So it sounds like 凤, because it's also fourth tone. So it's 凤, 凤凰. And then the pink one has no nasal sound at the end. So it's just 粉, 粉, 粉凤凰. Okay, so let's take a look at the whole thing together. 画凤凰, draw phoenixes. You can repeat after me after I say each line. 粉红墙上画凤凰. 凤凰画在粉红墙. 红凤凰，粉凤凰。红粉凤凰，花凤凰。Now let's try saying the whole thing together. 粉红墙上画凤凰，凤凰画在粉红墙。红凤凰，粉凤凰，红粉凤凰，花凤凰。Now it's your turn. How did you do? I hope you are having fun at least. 谢谢你， Thank you so much for being here with me. 再见 I'll see you next time.